Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, Someone asked the question that can you learn martial arts at home, watching some videos or YouTube videos, or buy some DVDs off Amazon? Yes or no? The one thing about all that is something is better than nothing. You know, something is better than nothing. Having something and trying to do it is better than not doing anything and pretending like you know how to grow hands. When COVID happened, you really didn't have a choice. You either practice what you know, or your skills get rusty, and then you stop doing it altogether. I know a couple people who stopped during COVID and literally just picked it up back again. They had some health issues too, but they picked it up this year. And when we were rolling against each other, it shows the rustiness. You can learn a lot on video. You can learn a lot watching things, and you can practice it. But it's nothing like getting your hands in there and locking horns with somebody. That's the best experience. But I know martial arts is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice financially, and it's a sacrifice of time. And a lot of people have not even one of them. For me, it's my sacrifice. I tailor my work around my martial arts. My child come to my classes sometime. It is my Budo. It's my way of life. But I do try to watch things on YouTube, things I already know, things old styles I may have done, like Salat and Krav Maga and some Muay Thai, and I try to see if it's something I can add to my game. And how I usually do is I'll watch something, I do a kata, which is or organized dance, and then I try to do it in either a sparring situation or a rolling situation. And then I can tell if I really master the move or not. Now, granted, if you watch something you try to do on somebody and can't get it, but that's okay. Nobody gonna let you just comply in a real sparring situation. They go to defend themselves or prevent themselves from being put in those maneuvers. And let's say you was able to get that move, count it as a plus. Count it as, hey, I got something. But there's nothing like actually getting your hands in there and trying it out. Or if you can't make it to a dojo and you want reaction, you know, train with somebody at home. Like if you're a father, you know, have your son or daughter and ask them, hey, let me try this, and then ask them to do resistance, and you can kind of tell where you at. But it's nothing like actually, you know, going to a martial art class and put your hands on somebody and, you know, trying to see if it works. That's the best way. My thing that I like of all my martial arts, which is karate and jiu-jitsu, I like Aikido. I like Aikido, and I know Aikido get a lot of bad breaks, but I have submitted quite a few people in jiu-jitsu with Aikido. It has worked very well. I'm not I'm not expert of the history of it. I know I love history. I love martial art history. I know the founder of Aikido was meant for it to be a peaceful art and peaceful mindset. In fact, I've done a karate style that's a mixture of off of Aikido. So Shinin Jin-Ryu, which has a lot of history. Kunishi had a lot of history with Yoshiba, if I'm saying that correct. And then they created katas just for Shinin Jin-Ryu based off of Aikido principles. So it has its place, especially in the moment somebody touch you, and they grab you or hold you, Aikido is a masterful thing. So that's something I work on alone. Is it the same when you try and do it on a live person? No. Nobody gonna let you flow with them and then they're gonna jump out of the way easily. But I tell you, if you do Kosugaeshi or Ikkyo, Sankyo, those type of submission on the wrist, that's so painful. I'd rather get armbar. I'd rather get armbar than have anybody do in those moves quick and fast. You can do it slow and you can break people's wrists and arms. So imagine if you do it fast on somebody. So it has its place. Study online has its place. I know there's a guy named Adam Chin. He does Wing Chun. You can learn. You can learn a lot from online videos and watching YouTube. But eventually you're gonna have to test it. You're gonna have to test it to see if it works. That's just the way it is. But if that's all you can do, it's better than sitting there being a victim. I'd rather be a person. Well, first thing, I'd rather not be a person and go to jail. But if I unfortunately had to, and all I had was time to practice katas and moves, you're still tougher than most people. I think Bruce Lee says, I fear a person who do one move 1,000 times versus somebody who do multiple things one time. And that makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. To be able to practice. So that is my little advice for today for with my opinion on martial arts. Have a good one.